Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are live with Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, episode 55.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Crazy.
Palindrome.
And I just realized all my lights are not right here, but I'm going to fix that. But how are we doing tonight, everybody?
I'm okay.
Pretty good.
Palindrome. It's Palindrome episode 55.
55. I'm
Haven't had
pumped
one of those
because...
since episode 44.
What's that?
I haven't had a Palindrome episode since episode 44.
Before that, 33.
22. 11. So
All the single digits.
All the good ones.
Good old 11.
Good old 11. Can't forget
That was a good
11.
episode. That was one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
11?
All that
Was that
stuff
when
that
Julius died? Or, sorry, not Julius. Oof. Flair.
Blair.
Yeah.
Making
No.
predictions for tonight.
I didn't mean anything by it. I don't mean that I have in my notes kill Julius.
Sure.
Let me move that. Okay. Well, if you're still listening to these first few minutes of our rambling on, then welcome. Welcome if you're watching here on YouTube or Twitch. My name is Bob. I'll be the Dungeon Master tonight, as I usually am here on the channel. We've got a wonderful group, and
Are you ever not?
no, I always am. And and we've got there are some streams where I have done where I haven't DM'd. We haven't played D&D. Talked about a book or something like that, but yeah. So today,
Compelling intro.
this
Gonna go
we just hit a watermark 700 subscribers, and now I'm sure we've lost a few. So episode 55, it's really exciting because we are so close to the end, everybody. I don't know when this is going to end. It's going to be either one or two more sessions, so we've got to stay tuned. And the best way to stay tuned and up to date is to, one, check out all the social media links down below, because I post up new details and changes in schedule on Facebook and on my Instagram. Yes, you can like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to make sure you get all of the updates from YouTube itself. And everyone, there's actually something else you could be doing, and that is joining the Discord. And I'm going to just switch over the camera here for a second. But you can see the Discord here. This is a brand new Discord created for Tabletop Bob. You can join it. I will put the link in the chat, and then I'll put it in the description of this video afterwards. But this is the official Tabletop Bob Discord, so you can chat with me. You can chat with all of my players from my various games, and you can talk about all things related to D&D and the channel. And you can see here, I've got sections set up so you can talk about Rime of the Frostmaiden, Supernatural 20, Keep on the Borderlands, Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and more. In fact, we have a lot of other community posts here where I'm going to be posting things that I'm doing, updates, and you're going to want to be able to see these. So join the Discord. The link will be in the chat and then down below in the description after the video. There we go. Yeah, join it. And you can chat with CJ. CJ's been playing some Discord RPG D&D, and you just died, unfortunately. But you can watch CJ try to play again.
I renamed my pet rock Fladrian.
Oh, that's sweet. It's sweet, really.
It is.
It's sweet. All right.
I
So
rename my character Edmund, though.
there you go. All right. Let me see. Yep. Discord is in the chat. Yeah. Don't die. A lot of people are hoping you don't die. Although this could be titled episode 55, R.I.P. Rogal. That could be this title. It all depends on what your roles are for your healing and your rests. So we'll get into all that in a second. Let's introduce the characters and jump into the game. Let's start it off with Joey.
I'm playing Rogal. He's on his last legs. Dragonborn paladin. Doing his best to make his way in the world. Finds himself in a strange alien city, and is about to pass out.
And then we go to Stefano. So close.
Hey guys, I'm playing your Julius Valerian, your blade singing Eladrin elf wizard, with his pet muffin, and his phantom steed, Julio V2. Phantom steed hasn't made an appearance in a while.
I was going to say, yeah, we haven't seen the Phantom Steed in quite some time.
I just wanted to say V2.
There you go.
CJ?
CJ?
Greetings, friends! I, Hamed Brycine, friend to elf and man, here in the city of Ythrin to find the Mythalar, to solve the problems of the 10 towns and end the endless winter, so it'll be the ended winter. And then we will stop Avarice from getting the staff of
Iriolarthas.
Ivo Shandar. Oh, Iriolarthas. Ivo Shandar. That was a Ghostbusters reference. Go see it. It's really good. And we are going to stop and help all of the people of the 10 towns and be heroes to all of them and make a fortune with the artifacts we will pull from this cave and dungeon and city.
But mostly save the 10 towns.
But mostly save the 10 towns. Yeah, that's why we're here, not for the gold and fame and fortune. Mostly fortune. But mostly the 10 towns. But
also the
fortune
fame.
also. And fame. And the 10 towns, but fame.
Andrew.
Hello, I'm playing Elias Dawnstrider. He has come to bear witness to the light.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all he's saying to this.
He has come. He's come to witness. All right, so we're jumping into the game here. Last we left the heroes. You were resting with your good friend Avarice in the Skytower lookout. The Skytower lookout. And you're deciding whether or not to take a long or a short rest here. So we talked a lot about this off stream between the week and right before coming on. Tell everybody your plan.
Commune with Lathander and ask Lathander if we have enough time to rest fully before Oriel comes to Ythrin to stop us.
Okay.
Yes.
And Andrew, is this exactly what you want to do?
Exactly.
All right, so you're going to cast the commune spell, and you're going to do it as a ritual, correct?
Correct. Tell me when
Okay.
you want to start the minute.
So when you do this, you're in this Skytower lookout. It's a floating room, basically, with glass surrounding it on all sides. So open to view the entire city. What do you do? It's not a very large room, so are you doing this in front of everyone? The questions you're asking, will Avarice be able to hear? Will
No, I
Luke be
want
able
to
to
do
hear?
it privately.
So how would you go about doing that then?
Is it possible to do it? Ask the questions in your head.
You know, let me just look at the reading here, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. It says you contact your deity or divine proxy and ask up to 3 questions. It could be answered with yes or no. You
Right.
must ask the question before the spell ends. If you receive a correct answer for each question, they're not necessarily omniscient, so you might receive an unclear answer if the question pertains to the information that lies beyond the deity's knowledge. One-word answers could be misleading, yada yada yada. Doesn't say anything about speaking it aloud.
So I'll
So
just
then I
meditate and do it.
I guess you're right. You could do it while meditating. Sure.
Mhm.
In your thoughts, what do you say to Lathander?
Well, first of all, I do the preparatory incantations. And I say, O Lathander who brings light, can we rest for the night at this juncture to regain our powers? Is it safe?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Holy Lathander. Is avarice redeemable?
All are redeemable.
Thank you. Does Luke have a calling as a Dawnbringer?
It is unclear. You need to guide him.
Thank you, Lathander.
Okay. And it doesn't really say that the answers have to be only yes or no. It can be yes or no. So I'm going to add one little thing here. When Lathander, you're about to sever the connection, Lathander says that it will take great courage and bravery to withstand what will happen in the next day. You must stay strong and keep your allies' morale so that you may complete your quest.
Oh boy.
That is a job for the spiritual leader of the group. Which is
You must not fail, Elias.
We will not fail.
And then you'll sever your connection at the end of the prayer. And that's 1 minute.
And I'll stand up and I'll address everyone. The founder has spoken. We are safe to rest, to regain our powers before this final push.
Avarice will chime in and say, "Oh, good. Now that we have permission, let's all get some shut-eye, please. Thank you."
Oh my
Are you
God.
sure you don't want to commune with your deity, that devil you speak of, or you speak with? Perhaps they can also shed some light.
I don't need to ask permission from my patron.
We didn't ask permission either. We asked for clarity.
My task is very clear. I need to get that staff, and you need to get your Mythalar. So we're going to do this quickly, and we'll be on our way.
As quickly as 8 hours will take, yes.
We must work together.
Unless, of course, Edmund, after this is all said and done, you want to come with me back south, where it's warmer.
I've come to like these people. Luke still has... This young one here still has much that he needs to do, and I feel like I would be remiss if I did not aid him in his further journeys here in Icewind Dale.
You look over when you reference Luke, and he's already sound asleep on one of the chairs that is set up in this watch lookout.
Little guy's all tuckered out.
He's passed
Go
out
over.
completely.
I go over and I lift up the blanket and tuck him in a little bit better.
It's a tender moment between Edmund and Luke here.
Little guy's all tuckered out.
Stefano, what is Julius doing during this conversation?
I give him a light kiss on the forehead.
Is this place kind of like one room,
It's
one like domed room?
so I've never been in the Space Needle in
Okay.
Seattle, but in Vegas I have been in that like restaurant that has that rotating, like it's a complete view of the entire strip, right?
Okay.
And I'd imagine it's like that, except floating rather than connected.
Okay. Is there just like a seat near the entrance/exit?
Yeah, there's quite a bit of tables and chairs in here. This looks like it's a place where people would visit and spend some time. It's not doesn't seem like it's like a wizard's trying to think of the word for it, but like a wizard's schooling or official related business.
Just a place that Avarice seemed to use as a home base.
Yeah, it was
okay.
more of like a place where like other flying vehicles would come and dock, because this was a flying city. So it's kind of like an airport almost, in a way. But this sky dock chamber that you're in is only a 40-foot diameter circle. So it's not like a huge part.
Okay. I kind of just want to be sitting near where I could see the entrance, because I don't trust Avarice to just leave and try to work on this octet on her own.
Okay.
But I would probably also be studying the octet itself.
Right,
trying
and why
to
don't we just
figure out-
review the octet for the viewers here? I'll just go through the steps. Actually, what you have them written down?
I
have
did.
them
I wrote them all down.
Why don't you go through the steps and maybe do this in character with the group? So this will be part of the long rest that you're prepping, and then after this we'll roll hit dice and any last spells to prepare for your venture outward.
Musketeers, and Avarice, Julius. We should prepare. We should recite the steps so we know them.
Well, I think it's important to note that these steps are going to require some magic, so we should make sure that we are fit to finish all these tasks.
Summon a flame. I've got it. She puts prestidigitation in her hand.
That is not the first one.
That is also that's not going to last.
But quite a
And
real
I cast
flame.
Produce Flame as a cantrip, which I took at level 10. And I say, this flame will last in my hand for the duration of the octet.
Well, can we start at the beginning, perchance?
Absolutely.
Shield your heart with a wand from the Neverrope. And I pull out my wand from the Neverrope and smile. And
Summon
now
a,
it's your turn, Julius.
summon a flame in the palm of your hand, and I still have it going.
Who's next?
Someone with a secret. Perhaps you, Horror. What secrets do you possess?
Horror. Yes, the cult of the Black Sword member. Yeah.
Ooh, Bob just remembered. This go around.
I thought he died in the cubes. I guess he's
No,
alive.
He was the only escapee.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. I guess I didn't write any of that down. I don't know
No, it's
why.
okay. He died on the walk over
No, he's alive.
of old age.
He says, I guess.
Don't shut it now. It wouldn't be a secret then.
A burnt palm loosens the tongue. Shed a secret about yourself for all to hear.
So he
Oh,
says,
grab his hand
I
and
guess
burn
it,
it.
and then Edmund, you correct him and you say, don't share it now.
I guess you have to burn his hand to make him scream the secret out loud.
He says, I think I have a secret that I can tell.
We all do.
So compel another to share a secret with you. Who wants to do this one?
It seems like it could be any of us.
Avarice,
Or-
this seems like your cup of tea. To compel
Perhaps.
somebody.
Perhaps
I-
all of us.
I am an open book. I have
Perhaps
no
you're very-
secrets.
You're very good at opening books now, so perhaps you can open one of our books.
I have no
Maybe.
secret. I can compel. Edmund probably has some deep
Edmund.
feelings for someone here. I'll allow Edmund to share his secret.
I think you're pretty good at
No.
opening Edmund's book.
I will compel Edmund to share a secret with me.
If quench the flame in thy palm with ice. And I look at Avarice and I say, this one's your territory.
Too easy.
I am afraid that ice is not my specialty.
Oh, too easy. I can absolutely provide you with the ice.
Just don't put up a gigantic wall this time.
That wall helped. I don't know what you're
Aw,
talking about.
damn it.
What's up?
Mask your appearance. Who of us here has a mask?
I cast Disguise Self to make myself look like Huarar.
That should
very
work.
cool.
That should work.
And I walk up to him and I say, boo. And then
Trace
I
a,
drop it down.
trace a circle with the ashes of the dead. Well, that'll be me because I have the Necromancer Mage
Yeah, his ashes,
in
right.
my pouch. And then we all must stand inside the circle and consume poison. Oh. Consume
Oh.
poison. I forgot about this one.
Avarice says, that won't be a problem. Horror takes out a whole bunch of, maybe half a dozen vials of acid, or not acid, poison.
Perhaps this is one for Regal.
Hmm?
You don't have a task, and aren't you resistant to poison?
No. Disease.
You just
What is-
do have a very good constitution.
You have a good constitution. You guys asking me to drink poison?
Listen, maybe we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Perhaps consume means to burn it, as in to consume.
I don't think so. Avarice.
I don't know. I'm reading this for the first time. But I do agree. Let the Dragonborn drink it.
Not too much, doesn't specify an amount.
Probably just 2 or 3 of these, and she hands you a couple of the bottles.
I'm not doing that.
Well, then we can't get in and get your precious Mythalar.
I'll take a bottle and say, I'll just keep this for safekeeping just in case.
Yes, perhaps we should all take one. She'll
Sweet.
give one to each of you.
It's nice to have your poison in a bottle rather than coming out of your mouth.
Well,
Fair enough, Edmund.
I
Fair
can heal.
enough.
If Regal needs to take it, I can heal him.
Wait, do
Oh,
we?
it's nothing.
Aren't we going to take a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the Dirty Dozen. We're going through the plan. We're going to go for it for the rest of the stream.
Okay.
You've seen that bit of the Dirty Dozen where they go through the plan like 4,000 times.
Okay.
Okay, so the plan is set. Hold a wand from the Nether Oak. That's going to be Elias. Summon the flame in the palm of your hand. That's going to be Julius. Speak a secret. That's going to be Horwar. Compel another to share a secret with you. That'll be Velen to Edmund. Quench the flame in ice. That'll be Velen to Julius.
Avarice. It's too painful
oops.
to hear Velen's name.
Sorry, Avarice to Julius.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It does say a burnt palm loosens the tongue. So does that mean that since I'm the one with the flame, I'm the one that has to shed the secret?
I think you have to burn his hand.
Got it.
Grab
Continue.
his arm.
What does
burn
one
his
person
hand.
need to do all of this?
I don't know.
We don't know.
We'll find out.
It is an
Yeah, it's an octet for 8
it's an
people, right?
octet, but
It's like the nuclear code.
but it also seems silly that like they would need all 8 of like if it was an emergency, you need to gather all 8 of them to do and agree to something. But also, it seems like it could also be like you'd have to just get all of 8 things and do it yourself unilaterally, but you wouldn't be able to get all 8 things unless the other 7 all agreed that you needed to get it, or were not around to be able to stop you from getting it.
It's not actually
make
an
sense?
It's not actually an octet, which is
Octed.
like 8 people. It's an octad.
Yep.
Which
OCTAD.
I don't know if that necessarily means the same thing. I think it means that you're just performing 8 tasks rather than needing 8 people.
An octet is a group or set of 8, according to Oxford Dictionary.
An octet is a company of 8 singers or musicians,
Right.
according to dictionary.com.
Right, there you go. So I think we should go with what we said. Try it with a bunch of people, and if that doesn't work, then we'll have to figure out another way.
Okay. All right, so long rest time. Why don't we do this? Why don't we have everyone just declare what you're doing during the long rest? I know some of you are going to cast spells before rolling hit dice. We also did level up, so this is the time where your level 10 would kick in. So you'll have that extra hit dice to use during this rest. And just make those announcements and rolls, and I'll switch over to roll 20 view.
Alright, mass healing word. Level 5.
All right, so what does everybody get for that?
10. And I'm going to do it again. Mass healing word. Level 5. 12. So that's a total of 24. Mass healing word. Level 3. 24 plus 7. 31. And the same thing for my last spell slot. A total of 38. And I'm completely out of spell slots at this junction.
I didn't see any rolls. Did you have to roll any of those things? Oh,
Yeah, he rolled them all.
I didn't see any of the rolls come in.
It's something weird happened with the dice. Maybe I've got something in my...
Okay. All right, so who are these going to?
Oh,
Just to everyone.
it's 6
Oh,
people,
right, mass
right?
healing word. Yeah. Gotcha.
So
It's
how
6
does it-
people, so that's the 4 of us, Luke, and I guess Horror or Avarice, whoever's hurt.
Avarice is
Right.
taking no hit points.
I'll put them on Horror.
Okay.
So I'm
Ah.
I'm at full. So
How many hit points is that in total?
For 38.
Alright, so I'm up to 58. Spend 6 land hand points. 64.
Get my Lathander Bless back, which is amazing.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself twice.
And that'll put Luke back to full, if I'm not mistaken. Luke was at... Where's he at?
we got 1.
Luke was not at 0. I don't remember what happened. He did go down, but you brought him back with some healing. I forget
Yeah,
what
I
it
gave
was.
him. I think I gave him 8 hit points from healing word or
Yeah,
something.
it didn't save in the... Oh, because you were in the other... It was the
Mhm.
other token. Gotcha. All right, so he had 8, now plus 36. He's at 44. And so he's not at full. He'll have to spend... He spent 4 hit dice of his previous 6, so he's got 3 left. So he'll roll his 3 hit dice. Let's get rid of this map stuff.
8 plus 13, so plus 21.
Luke rolled hot. Luke rolled 21 at his con, so that's 24. So 24 and 44, yeah, Luke's at 56 is his max, so Luke is at max. And Huarwar is definitely a max. Okay. All right, good. All set.
5. And then I'm gonna use a hit dice. 9 plus 4.
Edmund, are you at full?
At full now. I rolled 3 hit dice. Got an 8, a 3, a 10, and a 4. So I rolled 4 hit dice. Out of
Okay, gotcha.
5 that I had.
How many hit dice do you have left?
1, but I'm gonna get back
You're going to get back 5.
5, so I'll have 6 left
Okay.
for later. And then at the end of the short rest, I will have something to do, or the long rest.
All right, so I take it you're just finishing up any of your hit dice rolls now and getting back all your spells, clearing all your spell slots. So while you're resting, a couple things are going to happen. Some very interesting things will happen. A big scare happens within the first hour, and I know you probably have shifts up so that you can rest and keep an eye on Avarice and Huarwar. Avarice actually kind of very openly goes to bed, sits out her bedroll and goes to bed without any sort of precaution. Although she does have a gargoyle in the room. The cultist Huarwar, he's going to rest, but he looks rather restless, and he kind of just stares out the window towards the spire in the center. And after that first hour, the bit of the scare happens. You see the skull of Iriolarthas float up to the glass. Iriolarthas kind of peers in through the glass, looking at it. Seemingly each of you kind of goes around 360 all around the glass spire and just kind of observes you for about 10 or 15 minutes, slowly going around 2 complete revolutions. And then after that, he kind of slowly glides away towards the center of the city again. What do you say? I'd probably say the only people that didn't wake up would be Luke. But everybody else kind of arose for that.
Hello. I do my best Rogal impersonation.
I'll just stare at Edmund like,
Hello.
what?
Sorry, I just realized I was muted.
Greetings.
Mm.
Hello.
Are you saying this to the skull?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
outside the glass.
Last time when I used
I stand up.
message, he was unable to respond to me, right?
Did not respond, correct.
Okay.
Not necessarily unable,
So
just
you kind of make the Rogal voice, Edmund,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, do that.
It just looks at you curiously and continues to float around. Doesn't say anything, just seems to observe. Like I said, 10 or 15 minutes, and then leaves. And as soon as it leaves, Avarice says to the group, "You see, this is why we must stick together. In order to get his staff and your Mythalar, we're going to have to defeat him. And I don't think that any of us would succeed on our own. So,
Why do you think we need to defeat him to get the Mythalar? It seems like he'd be more protective of the staff that you're so interested in. We can just not take the staff.
I second that. I refuse to do that.
You
Well,
I
refuse
thought you
to
were
do-
going to go and get the staff on your own anyway.
I am, but you're looking for your Mythalar, and that's another item that I'm sure
No,
you
no,
would
no,
not
no,
like
no,
to let go.
No. I'm stopping this. We're not listening to you on this.
We-
We're just not.
We know where the
It's not.
Mythalar is. We've
It's not.
seen it. It's right out there, the big, giant, glowy sun thing.
Yeah, you
How
know
we
where
go-
the Mythalar is, yeah. Mhm. It's visible.
It's right there. It's
Yeah.
not hard for us to find it and get it.
That's right.
And it might be hard for us to move it, being as it's massive.
I'm sure we can cast a spell on it, make it small. There's probably a thing that can contain it.
He's trying to
A
trick us
mini
again.
version.
I feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Avarice says, "Well, that's fine, but when you're calling for my help, just remember that I try to extend an olive branch."
I will help you, Avarice. I think we should stick together
Elias.
as a company.
Elias.
See?
What are you doing?
The man of faith here. I like that.
Stop it. Stop. No.
We
no.
should talk, Avarice, while we rest. How was your...
Perhaps another time. I need to get my beauty sleep.
Just looking back at everyone while they're talking, and I'm just staring, listening. I don't say anything.
After about 4 hours of resting here in the Spire, Horwar gets everyone's attention. He goes, "Hey," snaps his fingers. "Hey, everybody, look." He's sitting up against the western window, and he looks towards the ice bridge past the chain lightning arena that you played at before. And you can see tiny little dots of, they're people, clearly. You can't make any description out. But there are, at your count, very quick count, 24 of them. They're wearing cold winter clothing, very similar to that of 10-towners, similar to what you're wearing. And they are flooding the streets here. Some of them head off to the west into this city area. Others head straight for the first tower, similarly to you. Some check out Chain Lightning. Meanwhile, others start to head further straight towards the center. You can see them moving around like little ants on the floor.
What are these people?
I don't know, but they're not black swords, Horwar says.
I looked to Avarice. Do you know these people?
Avarice is sleeping at this point.
Oh,
You
she
wake
got
her up.
woke.
I'm gonna send Muffin to try to get a closer look.
Okay. You send Muffin out. And he flies down over the chain lightning. And immediately, as soon as he can get close enough to really be within eyesight, crossbow bolts start being flung at him. Now they're pretty far distant, so the first few are kind of more like there's no chance they're going to hit, but if he wanted to get real close to examine them, he'd have to perhaps avoid these bolt fires.
Are these Zentara?
I would think that if they're... Are they shedding light?
No light. No, they're not shedding light. And everything here is illuminated, so there's no need to.
I was worried that they're the glowy-faced things that we've faced that we know that Oriel sends ahead.
I would not allow Muffin to get a closer look just to die and be resummoned. I would send Muffin back once, Muffin tried but couldn't get close enough to see who these people were.
Yeah, so Muffin comes back, and they do look like people. There's no light glowing, shining from their face. They're not the cold light walkers that you encountered earlier in the tundra. But they seem to be humanoids, and they're people, cold weather clothing. After about an hour of watching these little figures roam around the city, some of them do get closer to the Skytower, although you could see that you're probably noticeable from that vantage point, and so they kind of steer clear of your tower. But they start to roam, and then you hear sounds, explosions, sounds of combat, fire, and Iriolarthas' screech, his howl, that is, even though it is very distant and you don't get the effects of it, you can tell that Iriolarthas is displaying his power to whomever has just entered into the city.
They're up to no good.
And then we get to the final hour of your rest. Most of you are probably awake at this point, preparing, healing wounds, bandaging yourselves up, sharpening swords and axes. And it's at this point that you notice the air around you is getting colder. Far colder than it's been. It's been progressive, but now it feels like you're out in the tundra again. You don't have the security of the environment here in Yithrin to keep you a bit warmer. It feels like you've been trekking through the tundra now. It's cold, and you know that means someone is close.
I would like to have spent some of the time, if possible, flipping through specifically magical wonders and wizards in the Hollow to see if either of those books had any information on Iriolarthas, or if I saw anything about the Mythalar.
The Mythalar was detailed in there, so you can definitely learn a little bit more about the Mythalar.
In magical wonders?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
the other one is more, it's not like a historical document, so it's more like a story, but I will say maybe perhaps you learn a bit more of Yithrin lore from it. Let's see here.
I would say if I didn't necessarily come across Iriolarthas,
You would put the book down?
I'd probably put the book down, and since there's actual information about the Mythalar, I would focus more on that to try to get as much information on it as possible.
The Mythalar is a magical item that is used by many Netherese. It's constructed to specifically hold aloft the city. It's its power source. And it can have many other uses. It can recharge magical items, and it can provide energy to vast areas. In fact, its radius of its effects could be upwards of hundreds of miles.
Is there any detail on how it can be used?
Yes, it's an item that requires attunement, and up to 8 beings can attune to it. Any being that's attuned to it must work in concert to activate it and use its power.
So I would definitely tell that to Luke and the Three Musketeers when I read about that.
This definitely has the potential to end the winter. It does have the ability to control the weather within its radius, which is why Yithrin probably always had beautiful sunny days.
And this thing is like huge, right?
It's 40 foot by 40 foot. It's like a crystal ball in like a cradle. That's
Yeah,
what its shape
so-
is like.
So I tell the group that we will have to attune to this. So it seems that once the barrier is down, we will have to stand beside it for quite some time.
Does not say. It says that up to 8. Does not say that needs to be 8.
That is true.
At the end of the rest, Avarice interrupts your conversation and says, "We should go. If that is Oriel's forces or the Zentarum, we don't want to. We want to have the element of surprise. Let's say."
I agree. We should go now.
Warwar?
It is time. It is
Sorry.
time, people.
Sorry, Bob. One more thing I wanted to do during the rest. If it's magical, if it's not magical, it wouldn't do anything. But I wanted to identify the poison.
It is not magical.
And then right before the rest ends, I want to use my new feat that I got at level 10 of Inspiring Leader and spend 10 minutes inspiring my companions so that they can all gain my level plus my charisma modifier and temporary hit points. So
Now
that's
I got to
12
hear how you inspire them.
temporary hit points. Oh, well,
How,
do you now?
how
Yeah.
many
No.
hit points is it?
It's 12. 12 temporary hit points.
Who gets it?
Up to 6 friendly creatures, which can include myself. So
Who gets it?
me, Julius, Elias, Rogal, Luke. That's it. This is up to. Not always 6.
So what do you say to the Musketeers?
I stand before the group, and I stand proud as Edmund Brycene, and I stand and I say, I am Edmund Brycene, and I see a whole group of my friends here in defiance of Oriel, and you have come as 10-towners, and 10-towners you are. What will you do with that freedom? Will you fight? And someone's like, no. And someone else like, against what? No, we will run, we will live. I fight,
Wait, I thought you were talking to
and
us.
you may die. Run, and you will live at least a while.
This
And
is so
dying in your
appropriate.
beds many years from now. Would you be willing to trade all the days from this day to that one for one chance? Just one chance to come back here and tell your enemies that they may take our lives, but they will never take our freedom!
Freedom! It is St. Andrew's Day.
Is it?
Very appropriate.
And
Edmund, you're stepping on my book.
then, sorry.
Also, it was so inspiring. You got up on the table and started speaking without even realizing you were standing on top of this table.
Screaming. Yeah, somehow I was on a horse, like was
Oh, the
very-
Phantom Steed.
my-
You were on
I was
Julio
on
V2.
Julio. My face is now painted blue. It's I went all in on that one. You're welcome.
Kingsport, who is also with you, and I did not
Oh,
forget
is he?
about
Oh,
is-
he gets the
Oh,
temporary.
he
Clapping.
gets temporary hit points.
clapping.
He gets 12 temporary hit points.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Kingspot.
I'm going to join him on the table. I join him on the table and I like clasp him. And I'm like, for the Founder and for the good. We go forward together.
Now the two of you have just completely destroyed this book.
Avarice just laced up her boots and says, "All right, enough blabber. Let's go."
What did you think of my speech, Avarice?
It was lovely, darling. I wish you could have included me in it.
I'm going to go up to Avarice. I'm going to
It was
hug her.
meant.
And give her a big hug.
No.
And tell her that she is loved.
Thank you, but too close. Thank you. Too close. Thank you. She
I want
pushed
to
it
wander
away.
outside.
I see good in you.
Funny. Funny. All right. Are we going to wait for Oriel herself, or should we go?
Let us go.
All right. So you head out the spire exit here, and you walk carefully. I assume you're trying to go quickly, but also stealthily. So why don't we do stealth checks, unless you are opposed to it?
Say we go quickly.
I feel like we should saunter for old time's sake.
Nope.
Saunter. We saunter.
Stealth.
Oh,
I got a
good.
12.
Rogal and Elias are sauntering, so your
I
stealth
got a
check.
17, so
I got a 13.
I'm sauntering
fine.
quietly.
I'll roll.
Okay.
All right.
Look at this, Rogal working with the team here.
Hey, I work with the team. The team just doesn't work with me.
You sound like a NFL wide receiver. All right, so group stealth check, 12 from Edmund, 17 with disadvantage for Elias. That's amazing. 13 for Julius, 5 for Rogal. Luke, a 10. And I'm just going to have you all roll. You're the characters. I'm not going to roll for Avarice and Horror. So the 5 of you walk quietly through the city, making not a peep. You hear the sounds of combat echoing in the distance, clearly, though, very far away from you. You head past the Tower of Abjuration, and you walk, I assume, where are you headed?
To the Mythalar.
To the Mythalar. You get to the Mythalar, and you feel that force field in front of you. You feel like there are people around you, like there are sounds and voices echoing through the streets, but you don't have eyesight on anybody yet. So you do this quickly. You run up to the edge. What do you do?
Let's get on with it, people.
I poke it with my axe.
You know that it's solid, rock solid.
The force field?
Is there any sort of like anything on the ground as we circled around the tower while we were exploring the city where it seemed like you would do some sort of incantation
Ritual.
or
No,
ritual?
no.
Let's start this. I pull out the wand.
Okay.
Shield your heart with a wand from the Nether Oak. And I point it up.
You should cover your heart with it.
All right,
And then
so
I cover
Elias,
my heart with it after pointing it up. And I
Elias?
gesture at Julius.
I put out my hand and I cast Produce Flame.
okay. Next up,
Look at Hororar. Hororar, tell us your secret.
Well, first I
Well, I don't compel
Bring-
him to tell it though. I'd ask him to do it.
I put my hand towards Huarar's palm.
he looks at you all cautiously.
Burn him.
He takes off his hood. You can see he's real young. He's about 17 years old. He's got shaggy brown hair. And you can see the youth in him now, that he doesn't have his cultist garb on. He puts his dagger away and he says, "Before I left home to join Caer Dineval, told my mother that I hated her. I hated my family. But I really miss them. And I kind of regret what I did." And he looks up at all of you. He's kind of near tears, but he sucks it up. Just kind of rubs the side of his eye. He says, "There."
I give him a hug. I put my arm around his shoulder.
He'll accept it.
I give him a lay on hands point.
I look around. I look around. I look around at everybody and I say, "Oh God, do we have to start over now?"
I hope not.
Now we go. He has to compel someone else. Yeah. Oh no.
No.
Avarice jumps in.
Everest.
Now, enough of the sob story. Edmund, tell us
Jesus,
something that
woman, couldn't you like?
tell us
I'm a little
something that
hard.
no one else knows, not even me.
Oh man, you're putting me on the spot here, but
We're not, because we told you would have to do this.
yes. I'm feeling compelled to tell you the truth about my childhood. I don't know. I don't think of nothing.
Tell me how you really feel about me. I mean, or a secret that no one would know.
When Fladrian died, I was kind of happy about it.
What?
Whoa! Really?
It
I'm shocked.
felt
Rogala is taken aback.
Oh.
His jaws drop.
What a secret here.
Why?
Clench the flame and ice.
I no. Why?
Now let's
I
focus.
I confront Edmund about this.
Velen's not gonna.
Why were you kind of happy about it?
You could
Avarice.
speak, but
Avarice.
avarice. Sorry,
I
jeez,
put
I
my
can't get.
hand towards avarice.
Dasha's in the chat tonight. That's why I keep thinking Velen. Avarice holds out her hand to your hand and casts Ray of Frost. She does her best to avoid hitting you with it. And
Okay.
she quenches the flame. Draw a circle on the ground now. Oh, no, sorry. Mask your
Mask
appearance
your
now, she
appearance.
says to Julius.
Don't ignore me, Edmund.
I
I'm
cast-
still asking you a question. Why?
I cast Disguise Self to
To
make
look like
myself look like Nas, and I
Oh.
look directly at avarice.
Mm. That's a good boy. And now you, Elias.
I take out the pouch and I hold it up,
Mhm.
and then I pour it out slowly and trace a circle with the ashes of the dead necromancer.
Everyone kind of steps inside
Mhm.
the circle you drew out. And then Velen says, "Bottoms up, Rogal."
Avarice.
Avarice says, "Bottoms up, Rogal."
You take it.
This is your contribution. We've all done our part.
I want to contribute. You take it.
Rogal,
Can you control him, please, Edmund?
Rogal, drink the vial.
Drink the poison?
You have
Did I at any point agree to this?
yes.
Just a little bit, Regal.
Just-
Lathander will
just
cure any
small-
harm.
Yes, Lathander will not harm you.
Why
Not
does
let
she drink the
harm come to
poison?
I pull out the poison, and I say, "Listen, guys.
This is what we must do.
I came here
Okay.
to find Nas, and Nas is gone.
Do you look still like Nas while you're doing it?
I do.
You do.
It's very surreal.
Everyone
Very surreal.
is, even Luke. Luke's a little weirded out by this. But
All I have left is this," and I point to my face. "And this," and I pull out her spellbook. I don't know what's
Valen.
going to happen when I drink this, but
It'll definitely be Rogal's fault.
Icewind Dale changed me, and I think it changed me for the worse. So I'll drink this. And I drink the vial.
you put the vial up to your mouth, and as you're about to tilt your head back and chug it, you hear a voice in the distance coming, walking from about the Tower of Abjuration to you. So maybe, I don't know, maybe 50 feet away. And it says, "Oh, friends, do not drink that. Perhaps I, Zan, could be of some service here."
Oh.
You see the figure in the pointed witch's hat, wide brim, spotty facial hair. He's got that long, flowing Arcane Brotherhood gown over his cold weather clothing.
I run up to him.
I look at Avarice and I
Don't
say,
leave the circle.
what the hell is this?
Avarice looks just about as stunned as anybody. She's looking like she can't believe her eyes. And she says, "Can't be." And she takes out her staff and she readies it towards Zan.
I run up to him.
I
And
drink-
I shout,
I want to
"Stay in the
specifically
circle."
be in between Avarice and Zan.
Julius, drink the poison. Everyone stay in the circle.
"No, friends, I would not drink that poison."
Why
see-
I
not?
leave the circle. I've exited the circle. I'm out
That's
of
fine.
it.
Yeah.
Be-
You run up to
be-
Zan. You embrace him. You're about 30 feet away from the party now. He's about 30 feet away.
It's been so
Um,
long.
He says, "Oh, I apologize. I remember you all vaguely. We met once at the... Where was it now? Ah, yes.
Nin.
Caer Koenig.
Hmm.
We shared Knucklehead Trout."
Of course.
I don't know
Yes.
who the hell you are, but answer our question. Why should we not finish this
He
by
actually
drinking the
doesn't
poison?
know.
Yes. Answer the question, and also, you're dead. Who are you?
I, Zan, the Magnificent, could never be dead. That was just a mere illusion.
No, we met
You
the
think
illusion,
those
though.
you think those 10-towners with their seal clubs could apprehend me?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Why
Yo,
can't-
Weren't,
Can we
weren't
get
you
on with this? Why
Wizard.
can't we drink the poison?
weren't you burned in a fire? I remember seeing that.
As I said, you think those 10 towners would capture me, Zan? No,
Yes,
Yes.
no.
we do. We do not believe you.
I am
I
far too.
believe you.
I
You
am
met
far too powerful for
You met your
those 10
simulacrum.
towners.
It is also dead.
Yes, my
It is the cog-
simulacrum. What a shame. I went to that spire, hidden in the ground. I didn't know anyone else knew about it, but
Actually,
was overtaken by black puddings.
I
Did
look
you
like
find-
I also look like Nas.
You do look like Nas, yes. And he says, "It's good to see you, Avarice and Zan. Has anyone seen Velen?"
She became a nothing.
Oh dear. Well, what a shame. Avarice, may we counsel, please? No need, Nas. You can wait there.
Wait, hold on.
You will counsel with all of us.
You will counsel with all of us.
Also, I'm not masking my voice.
Oh, okay. Ah. Yes, you are not an ass. So tell me one thing then, Avarice. You are working together with these heroes. His voice always does these weird inflections, and so he comes and motions to all of you, and he says, "Listen, friends, we can work together, but Avarice and I must achieve the item."
The
You
Mythalar?
haven't
Achieve?
told them exactly what item we're looking for, have you?
We know exactly what it is.
No, we don't.
She's,
What is
she's
it?
told us everything.
I've told them, Zan. But I was really hoping for once that you were actually dead this time. Again, you think I, Zan the Magnificent, could be killed by mere commoners.
Yes!
This guy's really annoying. Like,
You guys need to chill. Like,
can you just tell us what the poison thing is?
Yes,
I'm
well, you
going to
see,
say that to him. I say you start to dwell on my nerves, fool. What is this poison you speak of? We are doing holy work here.
I'm trying to merely help. You're in the wrong place. You cannot deactivate the force field from this threshold. You must
What is
enter
that?
through the main gate up there. And he points to the large spire entrance up here.
Well, how do we get there?
There's a causeway just over yonder.
Very well.
Very well, let us go stealthily.
I say we saunter. We shall go
No.
quickly, no?
Zan, are you with those other people who had just arrived?
This is
How did you get here?
Antarum, you mean?
That's the
Yes,
Zentarum.
yes.
How did
Nerth has made good on some promises. We have been discussing things a few months ago about perhaps sharing in some of the items that I find here. So, yes, they have accompanied me. Zan.
How many of them still live?
Dan
Uh,
and the Zentarum?
They are inconsequential. They will just be occupying Iriolarthas until we get what we need.
Well, if there's one
Oh.
thing for sure, I hope that they all encounter Iriolarthas while we head up the causeway.
It's possible they will all die. And I'm willing to take that risk.
I'm willing to make that sacrifice as well.
Come.
The next time I see Nerth, I'd like to just see a pile of dust.
He's a good man. Helped me out quite a bit.
He is the worst kind of man.
No, when I was killed, he kept me secret. Made sure that I had safe lodging and food, and he's been great.
And he kept you secret this whole time. And you kept yourself secret this whole time from us.
Exactly.
I mean, does he really owe us anything?
Yes.
I have only met you once, but I know that we had a friendly encounter. We
He owes
enjoyed
us
a bowl of
Fladrian.
knucklehead trout soup together.
I
He
don't like
owes
this
us
guy at all.
Fladrian. Fladrian died because of you and
You
your
said you
simulacrum.
kind of liked it.
Is this the guy that you didn't like?
What
I said I was happy that he died. I didn't say I didn't like him.
Well, please, to the causeway, because I fear that if you drink that poison, we will have none left. Quickly, come with Zan.
I tap it, and I kind
trust
of
Zan.
look.
I trust. I can I take an insight check on Zan?
Yeah,
Yeah, so you could find out he's a total jerk.
I think he's kind of good.
he is a total
We already
jerk.
know he's a total jerk.
I
Yeah.
want to take an insight
Wait,
check on it.
shoot. All right.
I get 25.
I rolled an 11.
Rogal, you probably don't have any. You didn't garner any sort of intuition from your role here, but Elias, I mean, clearly Zan is here in the flesh. You have a hard time believing every part of his story. It's not clear though, even with the 25, you don't have enough information, and you haven't only met Elias has only met him once, so it's really hard to tell. You know that he was willing to sacrifice people to the Spire of the Lost Spire.
And he's sacrificing people now.
And he's sacrificing people now, so he's probably not trustworthy. That's the vibe you get. But you can't tell what part of his story doesn't make sense to you, or if anything contradicts any previous encounter, because you only met him once.
Okay.
But I would say
and
you don't
insight-
trust him, and that falls in line with everything you know about the Arcane Brotherhood in general, as a Harper.
I don't like him. He's an arcane brotherhood who's working with a Zentarum.
Former Red Wizard as well.
Yeah, he's
Can I try insight to see if I could garner anything from Avarice's reactions to
Sure.
Zan?
Avarice, yeah.
18.
She looked just as genuinely shocked as everyone else in the party did. You haven't met Zan, so you probably didn't have a reaction as like they did. She seemed just as shocked as everyone that he's alive. And I'd
Also,
say with an
sorry.
18, I'd say you also sense that she's a bit angry. Like, this is an uncomfortable position for her.
Yeah, because he's going to take all the good stuff.
Come,
On the way.
my friends, to the causeway.
On the way there, I'm casting Death Ward on myself.
Okay. All right, so you get to the causeway here. You do hear the sounds of, like, basically warfare going on around you, and
They all fight in the same skull.
Yeah, well, all throughout the city, it's like you hear it over in the bazaar area, you hear it by the arboretum, you hear it by the theater, and it's just nonstop. Basically, Iriolarthas is going out and just exterminating. All right, so you get to the spire here through the city, and it's a long stairway that leads all the way up to the main entrance of the spire. I'll read you the description when you get there. Near the apex of the strut, the ceiling of the tunnel gives way to the landing that offers a view of the citadel's uppermost reaches. You can see light from high windows illuminate a set of steps that ascend to a pair of mahogany doors to the tower's face. And it's here where you realize the force field comes up. Now, you do know the rest of the Octad, right? I've only gathered that there are 8 steps. I trust that you have been here quite a while.
yeah. If you hadn't interrupted us, we would have done the rest of them. We had done the others.
Oh,
Right.
how many more were there?
The last
One.
one.
Oh, well, then it's a good thing that I stopped you.
Must we go through all of them again?
I believe so, yes. Go through them all. Avarice, lead the way.
No. Zan, I start here. I pull
Zan-
out my wand again.
Zan would just, like, hold up his hands, fold them, and step back.
I glare at him.
Actually,
So are
you
we
can
up
be
here?
part of this now too.
Ah, yes,
Come,
we need somebody to drink the
Join the
poison.
circle. We need someone to shed a secret.
You are notoriously good at not dying.
In fact, since you showed up last, I think you should do the last step.
Yeah, he's drinking the poison.
Poison.
The last
Fine.
step, you must drink poison.
And
Last
we
time we dined, we drank ale. Now you make me drink poison?
Well, it's
He's
a
got a good
bitter.
point.
I'm sensing a lot of tension in this hallway. Did I say
mean-
something to offend?
I don't know what they're doing.
surprisingly, yes, but also surprisingly, not technically you. But we'll see how that goes.
So you're mad at me, Zan, the Magnificent, for something that Zan did not do.
No, Zen
The
did
su-
it.
The simulacrum did not exactly help us out.
Your
Yes, my simulacrum, by the way.
Simulacrum, he lost us a good friend.
is you.
Yes, my simulacrum was me. He's a
Yes.
puddle.
Yes.
Is
Did
that
you happen
puddle-
to find a set of armor within that puddle?
He ate one of our friends.
It was probably dissolved.
Wait, he ate
Mhm.
one of our friends.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Zan
Fladrian.
simulacrum turned into the black pudding that killed Fladrian.
Oh my god.
Episode
Not-
13, if I'm not mistaken.
Lucky number 13. At this point, very uncharacteristically, I turn to Avarice and I say, do we even need this guy?
It doesn't seem like we can get rid of him. She says it kind of like through the side of her mouth, as if she doesn't want him to hear it.
Cockroach.
Exactly.
Avarice
Very well, let
says,
us-
Avarice says, yes, on with it, Elias, let's go. Avarice is not her jolly self anymore. She's not throwing quips out at you and flirting with Edmund.
All right. Well, I drop the disguise self because I assume that I'm going to have to do it again.
Marvelous, Zan says.
Okay, let's start. I
Again.
shield your heart with one from the Nether Oak, and I clasp the wand to the Nether Oak to
Ooh,
my heart.
incredible. He's like looking at the wand,
touch
inspecting
it.
it.
I stick out my hand and a flame pops up.
Oh, dear. So quick. Who's next? He looks at all of you.
You.
Me? What does
Yes.
Zan have to do?
Share the
Burnt
secret.
palm loosens the tongue. Shed
Grab
a
his
secret
hand.
about your. Yep,
Grab his hand and burn it and say,
Yeah.
tell us a secret.
about yourself for all to hear.
Oh dear, secret. Avarice knows I don't keep many secrets.
I
Can we
look at
do
Avar-
Star
I
Wars
look at- I
secret
look at-
again?
I look at Avarice and I say, I don't
How
think
many-
that one's gonna. I don't think that one's gonna suffice.
How many
Well-
people did you kill as a red wizard?
Hmm. Oh, I've lost count.
That's not a secret.
However, I will say some secret that probably the rest of you don't know, and perhaps why Avarice is very upset. You see, as Arcane Brotherhood wizards, we've taken a magical pact. We cannot harm each other. It's not possible. Avarice looks like angrily towards him. And now you think about it. Even though Avarice and Velen hated each other, they never came to blows.
Oh.
And even when Nas, Velen told the story about Nas only hurt Velen's kobolds. There.
Sure.
Is that a good secret?
That's an impressive secret.
All right, now he
Yes.
has to drink the poison.
Now,
yeah.
now,
Now you want to take
another
it. Step
to
forward.
share a
Another to
secret.
share a secret with you.
Let's see now. You there. I don't think I know you. The one with the flame.
My name is Julius.
Julius, wonderful. Tell us all a secret about yourself.
All right. Secretly, since I met these three, I've always wanted them to acknowledge my power and invite me as the fourth member of the Three Musketeers.
We all knew that.
I
You are-
didn't, Zan
you-
says.
You are the fourth member, Julius. You are the
No,
fourth Musketeers. That's
up.
the
Let's
joke,
keep
you
going.
see.
Hold
That's
up.
the joke, you see. There
No.
were 4 Musketeers, not 3.
I revoke my musketeership, and I want to give it to Julius. He was always
They-
closer to you guys anyway.
That is
God
not
damn-
within your
God-
power.
God damn it, Rogal, you're too nice. Stay. You're a member of
No.
the Three Musketeers. Let's keep going.
This is not.
It is
it's not
now
within-
Rogal and the Three Musketeers.
This is
Luke's-
already uncomfortable as it is. Let's keep going.
Luke says, if we're asking though, could I be the fifth?
Shut
Yes.
up, Luke.
You can be the first.
So
We are
I'm
the
in.
five
He says,
Musketeers.
I'm in.
Yes, you are in.
Horror
You're
says,
in.
can I be the sixth?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You do not have the powers to
We are
anoint
the
new
six
musketeers.
Musketeers.
We could be the eight
I
Musketeers.
literally go up to Horror and I say, "You are officially a part of the Musketeers. Congratulations."
He
I re-
has.
Your
I
mother
have
would be
power.
proud.
I roll my eyes and I
And
walk
I
over
give-
to Avarice with my palm out.
I give
She
I give
casts Ray of
Horror a hug
Frost.
and I say, "You're with us now."
She casts Ray of Frost and quenches the fire.
I strategically move Horror away from Avarice.
Okay, that's fine. She rolls her eyes. Julius, quickly
Roll my
now.
eyes, too.
I cast Disguise Self and make myself look like Velen.
Ooh, okay. All right. 7, draw a circle on the ground using the ashes. Do you have any more ashes, Elias?
Luckily,
We scooped them up.
we only used half.
We made a very small.
I
circle.
pick up the bag and I like shake it. There's not that much left in there. But luckily there's enough just to make a circle just the right size
For
Not
you.
to fit everyone, but
to fit
Zan.
everybody.
No, just kidding. All right.
You stand in the circle, Rogal. Your cue.
No, I pull out the poison and I hand it to Zan.
Yeah, he has to drink it. He is notoriously good at not dying.
Oh, it's back to me.
Yes.
Just think of the power of these magical artifacts inside Zan.
You see, Zan, we purposely didn't have Rogal do any of the steps because we knew he'd screw it up.
Fine. He takes the poison. He takes a swig of the vial. Gulps down. And give me a d20 roll, Julius.
Ian.
15?
Yeah.
He
Roll
belches loud. He goes, "Ooh, that does not sit well with Zan." Ooh.
Nothing like people who speak of themselves in the third person.
But I can go on, because I am Zan the Magnificent. Oh. And he, throws up down the steps.
I
hope it didn't say you have to-
mockingly bow and say thank you for your contribution.
I give him a lay on hands point.
Oh my god.
Thank you, kind dragon, Rogal. Whew. He wipes his chin. All right,
I hand him a little piece of cloth.
may we proceed? He takes the cloth and wipes his mouth.
Let us try. Let us see if it opens.
Edmund, you open the door?
I push on the door to see if it opens. Carefully, and I check to make sure there isn't a slot on the other side.
You open the door very carefully. And here's what you see.
Standard.
I'm going to switch our map.
Wow, new
Yeah.
map!
A real.
Let me just
Dungeon
make sure
map.
I just want to make sure the lighting is correct on this, so just don't do anything yet. Okay, it is on. All right, good. Okay. I would like you to place your tokens to the bottom left of the map. Do you write all over this?
Did I write all over it? I was trying to write
Yeah.
on the last map.
How could you have written
Oh,
all
I'm
over?
here.
Thought we were going to the bottom left.
Bottom left.
There's me. Oh, Rogal in the wrong spot.
He's moving around.
And let's see.
Luke is tiny.
We need Avarice.
Baby Luke.
Baby.
We need Avarice, and we need Zan.
Are we on those steps?
Yes, we're on the steps. Yep.
I walk ahead.
No.
Yes.
We're at the door. I'm opening. Oh, there's something over here.
Oh yeah, we can kind of see something.
There's
You might
Yeah,
wanna move
that's actually okay. That's visible. All right,
Okay.
here we go.
Okay. Oh, got it. I see
This
what it
tiny
is.
Luke.
What's up, Edmund?
No,
Tiny
I
Luke.
kind of see what it is. It's got a. There's a label under it, and I figured out what it was. what it
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
says.
It's actually a very familiar sight, so no worries. Okay, so as you enter into the door, the door opens. Those mahogany doors open, and you could see that there's another door towards the end of the stairs, and right at the front of the door is a Hypnosmagen, one of the constructs created by the Yithrin citizens here to do these tasks. And this Magen is sitting at the door, and it'll halt you and say, "Some of you should not be here." It says it telepathically to all of you.
Which one of us?
Ooh.
I look at Zan. I say, "Get out."
The Magen repeats the warning and says, "Be careful, as some of you are not allowed into this tower."
Which
one?
No, it's okay.
Tell us.
It's me, Mario, the plumber. Remember, I was over at the other tower when I had to do the plumbing. You know the
What
where
is
the
with
slad was. You
us?
were having the problems.
You'll step to the side and allow you passage, but it says you've been warned. Be careful with the
But
rooms
wait,
you
wait,
head
wait,
to
Wait, which
and the
one of
items that
us?
you touch.
Who is not allowed to be here, I ask him.
Non-Yithrin citizens.
But that's
Oh,
all.
so that's all of us.
That's
oh,
all
we're
of
here.
us.
We're actually here to take our citizenship test.
Some of you look like you're Yithrin if you got clothing from the phase spiders in the bazaar.
Oh yeah, I've got my
Okay.
fancy. I've got my fancy robes.
Yeah,
Some
got
of
my
you look like you
Lathander
belong.
No,
Some
we're
of you
here.
look like you belong, others do not.
I definitely don't look like I belong. I don't think I took any clothes.
No, I don't think so either.
See, I tell them all. See, it wasn't vanity that made me take these clothes. I knew they would be needed. This is to serve Lathander.
Can we rip up some of the clothes and
No, you
Share
cannot
it.
rip my clothes.
No, you can't have my clothes.
Crazy?
if
These
each of
clothes
us is
bless Lathander.
carrying a little insignia, maybe that counts?
I'd give Luke some clothes, but I wouldn't
What's-
give Rogal.
What's in
Oh my
here? Can I
God.
go in here?
It's because I'm a dragon?
When the door
Give me
opens,
Rogal.
when those double doors open, chamber music washes over you as you enter into this ballroom. In contrast to the desolate, frozen ruins outside, dozens of people mill around here, dressed in flowing silk garments and holding colorful hand masks and feathered fans. They look like they're made of the same quality of the clothes that Edmund and Elias have. You also
Can I go
see noble courtiers laugh and gossip as servants move among them, offering sugared treats on silvered platters. The music is loud, everybody. You're going to have to shout to talk to each other.
But I'm in this
Well-
other passage. Is that allowed?
I want a sugary treat.
This is actually like a little, it's like a peephole.
Oh, okay.
I go up to one of the trays and I take a sugary treat.
You walk up and you grab a sugary treat off of one of the trays from the servants. They look at you and they kind of give you a awkward glance, but then continue on their work.
I give them a silver coin.
Okay.
I'm like, thank you
sure.
for your service.
Sure, you give the silvered coin out, and when you put the silver coin on the plate, you're not sure what happened, Rogal, but it didn't quite hit the plate, and it fell to the floor, and it makes a clanging sound, although barely audible over the music, and it's rolling into the center of the room through everybody's
I'm so
dancing,
sorry.
and
Yeah.
they've got couples dancing.
I try to
I
put
like-
my hand on one of their shoulders.
I do like an Indiana Jones thing when he's like trying to grab the what is it? He's trying to grab something in like the beginning of Temple of Doom.
Oh, the bag of sand,
Yes. Or no, not the bag of sand.
the little egg relic thing. Yeah.
Yes. Or no, Temple of Doom.
That's Temple of Doom. Yeah.
No, that's Crusaders. Last Crusade.
No, that's
No.
the first one. That's Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's what it is.
Oh, it's Raiders. You're right. It's Raiders. No.
Yeah.
Yes, the boulder. Yeah.
In Temple of Doom, when they're at the party, and then they're like
right at the
gossiping.
start.
Yeah, the right at the beginning. They do that
Gotcha.
with the silver coin.
Okay. So, what is that for?
Reference.
What is that though? What are you doing?
I'm just like sort of like.
I'm just
scrambling,
trying to
like,
put my hand on one of their shoulders.
Like trying to chase after the coin. Like, oh, I'm so sorry.
You go to put your hand on one of the shoulders. Rogal chases after the coin and through, trying to avoid bumping into people. And it's at this point where, Julius, you try to reach out for one person and they're dancing, right? So when you go to reach for them, they slide away, right? They don't seem to notice you, but their dance moves are evading you.
So I can't. I try to walk up to one of the servants and see if they're made of like organic material.
Yeah,
They seem realistic, yes.
Like, but can I feel it, or is my hand like going through?
When you try to touch something,
It goes away.
they're like avoiding you. Like it seems like it's natural though. Like they're dancing or they shift their direction. You try to reach, but you're never able to grab.
got really high dexterities.
Their
AC is crazy.
I turn to I point at Edmund and I cast message and say, "This is strange. These."
Zan will look at you and he sees you trying to grab him. He'll come up to you and he says, "My friend, you are right. It's a mere illusion. Watch." And he'll cast Dispel Magic on this area. And as he does that, all of the magic in the room changes. The music stops. The dancers freeze. And once the illusion is dispelled, the true contents are revealed. The ballroom lies in ruins, rimmed with ice, its furniture jumbled and shattered about. Above the floor where the nobles danced, you see 3 glass cylinders with iron fittings, slowly moving through the air. They're floating. Housed in each cylinder is a swollen human brain, floating in a bath of slimy, translucent goo. Roll initiative, everybody. Let's get Rogal to roll here. Rogal, start us off.
I should have read Unfettered Mind during the rest.
It's brain in jar.
That's what the book is. Unfettered Mind. It had a picture of brains in jars on the front of it.
Mm-hmm.
4 shadowing. Great.
All those books were important.
We should have each grabbed one and read it, but we can't.
Anyone want to roll initiative?
Rogal's going to roll initiative.
I rolled a 5.
A giant Y19B shows up. Oh, maybe
It's gone.
What'd you get, Rogal? 5?
Brain in a jar.
All right. Here's mine. A 5.
All right, do it again.
7.
6.
6, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
They're going to be an initiative for the Brotherhood, or are they just going to go with us?
I am going to roll initiative for the Brotherhood. 3.
Okay. Well, luckily, our enemies go first. Then we go.
Then your other enemies.
allies
Yeah.
go.
All right. So this one right here, this brain will go first. And it's floating. It just hovers above the air about 5 feet. And it's going to back up a little bit. And it's going to blast everyone here with a magical psychic cone of energy. Give me an intelligence saving throw, everyone here.
Anyone got counterspell by any chance?
It's not a spell.
I have counterspell.
oh, we get. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Intelligence saving throws, everybody.
We get Rogal's. Oh no, Rogal, why'd you run in the?
He was chasing the coin. He was chasing the coin.
I got a 25.
Zan will get it.
No.
Zan.
14.
What's your bonus again, Joey? 5?
5.
Oh.
So, actually, so for an intelligence save, I'm just gonna roll a d20 plus 4.
D20.
Ugh.
What's the
We get
what's the
Rogal
area?
too.
Do we get Regal?
Actually, Rogal, apologize. Rogal, you're not in it.
Huzzah!
but do we get his bonus?
You get a
Yeah,
bonus.
you
Well, no.
Zan gets his bonus.
Oh, it's 10 feet.
Yeah.
He's too far away.
Regal, you suck.
That's what
Yeah.
I said.
All right, so what'd you
Where
get,
did
everybody?
Run off? 14.
14. What'd you get, Julius?
25.
25.
You guys are fine.
All right, so
Hang on, I might do Lafander's Blessing at this point.
okay.
On the first encounter. Ballsy.
Well, 14, it's usually 15, right, to save stuff.
That's not necessarily true.
7, it goes up to 17.
So you use the blessing.
Mhm.
Okay. It seems like everyone has passed. Edmund, did you roll?
I got a 20.
20. Luke, I rolled for. He got a 1. Nat 1.
Well, we'll see what happens at least.
Luke is going to take 18 points of damage. So he's actually at... It looks like he's at 0 again. 56. And then he goes minus 18. So he's at 38. And he's stunned. Everyone else is only going to take 9 damage.
No, I did 11, 9 now.
All right, Muffin, though. Ooh, Muffin. Muffin's gone, right?
Yeah, Muffin's gone.
Okay.
Bummer.
Are we doing a clock?
We're a clock.
I'm going to expend. I'm using something called Song of Defense that I just got. Oh, we're still playing this game. Aw,
I'm the big hand, he's the little hand.
You guys. Quality RPG content on Tabletop Pop.
Second hand, middle hand, and latter hand.
Yeah, what's the third hand? Oh, the second hand. Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, but one of them's going the other way.
No, it's
Find out what time it'll be next time on Tabletop Pop. All right, so that's this Brain in a Jar's turn. It's your turn, group. Who wants to go?
Julius was about
Sorry,
Can I go?
I'm
Yeah,
using
Regal,
something.
come back.
I'm gonna
No,
can I-
Julius.
going.
Julius
Julius
was going. Go ahead, Julius.
Well, I'm just using a reaction to expend a second level spell slot to reduce damage times 5 the spell slot's level. So I
Okay.
take no damage.
How much
Gotcha.
damage did we take? I'm sorry, we said
You're
we
taking
took damage?
18 if you failed, which was
Oh.
Luke. Everyone else taking 9.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Psychic
I
damage.
I was busy making a clock with Rogal.
I know. All right, group, you're up.
It was a good clock.
Who wants to
Who
go?
wants to go?
Can I go?
Sure.
Yes.
I go up to this brain in a jar and I smash it.
Go ahead.
All right.
Were they floating up in the air, or were they're like?
They're 5 feet in the air hovering.
Oh,
Yeah. 1 attack plus so 16.
16
Yeah.
to hit.
Yeah, is that hit?
You hit.
And the second attack, also 16.
Also a hit.
All right. First attack plus 6, so 13 damage,
Mhm.
and 11, so 24 damage.
Gotcha. You crack the jar and it kind of shudders in the air, but it's still up, still floating, and still contains the brain. Anything else from you? Bonus action?
Bonus action: Shield of Fate.
Okay. We go to the Arcane Brotherhood here. Avarice is about to spring into action, and then Zan says, "Zan will take care of this menace." And he jumps out, and he's gonna cast. Let's see here. He's gonna cast Minor Illusion of an empty brain jar right here. I will confuse them. And Avarice looks down at the ground and shakes her head. You're up. Sorry, not your group. The brain in the jars go. This brain, next to Rogal, is going to... Rogal, give me a... Let's see. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So this plus 5.
Total?
19.
19, great. A funny joke enters your mind. It's pretty darn hilarious, but at the same time, this is no time for jokes. You must defeat this jar.
I go,
All right, now we're up, group. You're up. Group.
All right,
I'll-
I'll go as nobody's going. I'm going to go here, stand next to Regal, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the one that's already been hit.
Gotcha. Dex, right?
Yeah, DC 17 Dex save.
A 4.
So it'll take 15 radiant damage.
Radiant, nice.
Is it still up?
Yes, it is.
And now I'm going to blow Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action.
Gotcha.
So if you could put me, and what I need right now is a War Hammer to crack the jar. So a War Hammer, I want it to go right here, just below that same jar, and it's going to smash that jar into pieces.
How's that? It's about the best I could
do. Perfect.
Where do you want it?
Yeah, just there. This is 16 to hit,
That'll hit.
and it gets 7 force damage.
The cracks start to spider web out. It doesn't look there's much more to destroy this jar.
And well, that's all I can do.
All right. Avarice is going to go next. Avarice is going to cast Magic Missile at the one that's injured. She's going to put all 3 into it. Total of 11 damage, and that will pierce the jar, explode it. The slime splatters all over Rogal and the Warhammer, and the brain falls, withering on the ground. All right. The last brain in a jar goes, and it's going to stay where it is. It'll actually float behind a little bit, and it's going to get everyone here in this very large 60-foot cone. So, everyone here, give me a intelligence saving throw.
25 again.
6.
16 with Regal.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
Luke is going to pass. No, he's not. No, he's not. Luke is going to fail again. Okay.
It's plus 5, right, Regal?
For Rogals, yes. This is 20 psychic damage, so 10 if you succeeded. Which would be Julius, Elias, Rogal, you fail. Edmund, you fail. Zan is going to pass, and Avarice is going to fail. Avarice is stunned.
So how much?
20.
You're using another slot to eliminate that damage
Okay.
because second level spell slots suck.
Times 5.
Yep.
Be 10. And you saved? Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You're up, group.
I'll go.
All right.
so that there'll be a dude next to one of the jars.
Yeah, should we eliminate that one? The one over furthest from us?
Yeah, I'm running up here. And I will strike twice with Faisal. And Booming Blade on the first roll. (26)
26 hits.
and an 18.
Nice.
All right, so that's gonna do. Where's Booming Blade? Here it is. Gonna do 15 piercing damage and 3 thunder damage.
Didn't you say 18 damage or no? Was that second hit?
No, that was the second hit.
Oh, I apologize. What's the total damage?
Well, it actually is 18.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Believe
So-
it or not.
It's an 18. All right, so 18 damage, and Booming Blade is up.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right, and then I think that's all the brain in jars, and the your allies have all went. So it's just Edmund, and then Luke has to take a saving throw at the end of the round.
Alright, I'm gonna move over here, and I'm gonna shoot at this thing, and I'm using the longbow, and yeah. 18.
That'll hit.
It does, and I have an ally next to the dude, so sneak attack is on. Hit for, 25.
Wow, 25. Nice. Still up.
Damn.
And bonus action. Yeah, I can't really do anything for bonus action.
Okay.
I'm good.
Can you roll one for Luke, CJ? Saving throw?
Save.
Yeah, intelligence saving throw for Luke.
Oh, because he's stunned.
He's stunned. His turn's over. What'd you get?
A 15 on the die and his bonuses.
His bonus is -1.
Oh,
Okay, so
no.
14.
That passes.
Oh.
So Luke shakes out of his stunned state, grabs a spear, clutches it close, and he's ready for combat next round. We go to the top of the order now. So let's roll another one here. CJ, give me a D20 roll.
Doing all the dice now. Okay, here we go. 6.
Okay, and I got a 15. So the brains will go first. Let me see if these brains do something here. Okay. All right, so this brain over here on the left. Let's see here. Okay. So it's going to move away from the other jar. And Elias, give me a... Let's see here. No, I'll try to see if I can hit you. Elias, going to hit you with
Are
a...
you are you trying to attack me with something? Because I'll ward and flame you if you are.
Yes, it's trying to hit you with something. It's
No, I think
Casting
you
a
have
spell on you.
disadvantage.
okay. Disadvantage?
Mhm.
Wow. With disadvantage, a total of 23.
Oh, that hits.
Okay. You're going to take 19 necrotic damage
Ugh.
as a sickly green ray shoots out at you. You have disadvantage on your next attack. Sorry, not on your next attack. On all attack rolls until the brain's next turn.
Okay.
All right, so you have disadvantage on your attacks. All right, and you took the 19 necrotic?
Yep.
Okay. All right, now we go to the group.
I have a stupid question.
There's no stupid questions.
When this thing cast its cone, did it seem ineffective towards the other brains?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
There's only
Alright,
one
I'm
other
gonna
one, but yeah.
I'm gonna bust this thing up. I attack it once. I got a 25.
That'll hit.
I'm gonna do 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
Is it still alive?
Mm-hmm.
I'm using Booming Blade.
Mm-hmm.
It does another 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's still up?
Juice is like squirting out of the cracks now, but
Shove
it's
it.
still up.
Oh my god. And I
Shove
know-
it so it moves.
No, that's
Take that 14.
that's involuntary move.
Yeah.
Although it's funny that for some reason every single creature that I use Booming Blade against somehow seems to know that if it moves, it's going to take damage.
Well, no, you're just
Wink.
right next to it, and it'll get an attack of opportunity if it moves.
I'm talking about since Julius came into existence.
No, stop it. No.
21 to hit.
That hits, yeah, but you have a... Oh, you're offhand?
Yeah, no, I attacked twice on my turn.
Wait, you didn't...
Because Booming Blade is a spell.
Oh,
Booming
yeah,
Blade
yeah,
is
duh.
a spell attached to the first.
You're 100% right. Go ahead.
All right, so second attack does 8 piercing.
And that'll kill it.
Oh, thank
Right.
God.
That
Yeah, we
also
can just-
happens more often than not. You kill the thing that you Booming Blade, and then it can't move.
Fine.
You're too
Fair enough.
powerful.
I know.
too strong.
I'm just so great. All right, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
As you pass Zan, he says, "Careful, friend. They have very powerful mind attacks."
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna move over there.
'Kay.
So I'm in Rogal's radius and close to the creature.
All right, great.
Oh, we just got to finish this one off before we finish our turn.
Zan is going to go first. Actually, no. Avarice will go first this time. She's going to insert here. Avarice will cast Scorching Ray with a 21 to hit.
Avarice
And she's
has to
gonna-
make a stunning save.
What?
Avarice has to make a stunning save.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. She was stunned. Yeah. Luke and her. Yeah, okay, so then scratch that. I'll just roll her saving throw. She still fails. She's stunned. All right, we go to the group because the brains are gone.
Well, I'll go as
Go ahead.
I'll go. Might as well. The spiritual weapon's going to move. I can't move it. If you could just move it next to the brain. It's then going to attack with disadvantage. Right, I just hit it twice. So the first one is a 12. Does that miss?
12 does not. It hit. Sorry, it hits. It does not miss.
Okay, so the second one, and I'll take the damage from this one. Just
Mhm.
a 10.
So 10 damage? No, 9 damage.
A 10 to hit, but I think I got a 1. Yeah.
Oh, right. It's a red. Yeah, that's one. Yep. Fails.
Okay.
So 12 damage in total.
And then, oh no, the first one didn't hit. I just did it twice to give myself disadvantage.
12. Oh, right, because you have disadvantage. Right, yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm going to do Sacred Flame with this. Oh, I don't need to roll to hit that, luckily. So DC 17 Dex save on it.
Fails.
Takes 16 radiant damage.
Nice.
That's it. I'll move. Yeah.
Okay, great. Zan is going to go, and he is going to spend it. Yeah, that's what he'll do. He'll do, he gives Mage Hand, and Rogal, the coin that you dropped on the floor, he picks it up with the Mage
Hello?
Hand and delivers it to you. Here, my friend, you have dropped this. Zan has recovered it.
I smile.
This
like
guy
it.
sucks.
My God, he's the worst. I thought we liked this guy at one point. Oh, I hate
He's
him.
great over a pint and a bowl of knucklehead trout soup.
He was fine then, but now he's the worst.
You're up, Edmund or Rogal.
Um,
I think
I
Luke
got-
Rogal's
should
busy picking up his coin.
No,
hang on.
Luke could go, but
I think Luke or Rogal should engage with this braided jar.
It'd be great if they did.
I,
Rogal, you want to go?
I go and I attack it. I attack it.
You charge at the brain.
Yeah. And okay, that's a miss. And yeah.
What's your totals though? What's your totals though?
The highest I rolled is a 10.
It was a nat 1.
Well, one of them
and
was
then
an
a 10.
and the highest was a 10.
Yeah.
All right, you do miss. CJ,
All right, well now I'll shoot my longbow at the thing. Pew. 12.
that hits.
Sweet. Rogal's there. Sneak attack. No one is expecting this. Sneaky, sneaky. 26 damage.
And that pairs with Luke's 20 damage as he spears through the brain in the jar, just as your arrow pierces the brain itself.
I was hoping we would do like a cool Captain America Iron Man move.
You do. He shatters the glass, and your arrow skewers the
Yeah!
brain. All right, combat is over.
Give him a thumbs up. Ah. So, this is what we have to expect from the people of Yithrin.
It would appear that the people of Yithrin are no longer present with us. Simply these brains.
Are these brains...
Hey Zan,
Yes.
can I ask why you were just completely fucking worthless? Like,
Don't let him fool you, Avarice says. It's all a trick. It's always tricks with Zan. He's far more.
He was not being very good. At
He's
fooling any of
far
us.
more capable than he's leading on.
No, I mean we're very well aware of that. Like he died before.
He looks-
Like,
He looks genuinely hurt by that comment that Avarice said. He goes, "I am Zan, the Magnificent. Did we not dispatch of those brains in less than 12 seconds?"
This guy is completely useless. Next time we get in a room with a bunch of brains, I say we all leave and shut the door with Zan in there.
I fear that won't stop him, but...
Won't stop him from what? Not doing anything worthwhile?
Exactly. He'll just make friends with them and not die.
Well,
Zan
that's
starts
fine.
to-
Maybe he'll make friends with them to the point where we won't have to fight them.
Elias is shouting out, "Horror! Where's Horror?
Or
Was he hurt in the fight?"
he booked it back to the tower.
Oh no! Betrayal arc.
did he actually?
Avarice
Oh, there
killed
he is.
Laura.
Oh, there he is. Good.
Oh no, he's here.
My
He was in the
friend.
stairwell, and he just came up. Hey, everybody.
Hey guys, what happened? What's going on? Oh my god, what are these things on the floor?
What are these brains on the floor?
What is this? I'm gonna inspect. I'm gonna
Hey,
Oh,
what's in
where's-
here?
Where's
take a look at.
Dan going?
Zan is going north. He's.
I'm gonna take a look at one of these.
I call him
brains
out.
and
Wait,
jars.
Zan, wait.
Don't worry about me. I'm just inspecting. Nothing.
I-
Nothing over here yet.
You're totally doing something.
I'm gonna tell him to stay with the group. Stay with the group.
Avarice starts going this way. Over where Radman is.
I say, Avarice, you've come. Yes, let's inspect this brain and jar. See if we can learn some things about these brains and jars.
She opens the door
Upstairs.
here and ignores you.
I'm gonna say we all must stay together, otherwise we will not be safe.
We need to find the staff, okay?
We need to find the Mythalar.
The staff first.
The Mythalar first.
The staff.
Who's
the
speaking?
Mythalar.
Is that
we're
Avarice?
definitely gonna find. the
Avarice
Mythalar.
says, the staff. And she looks at you squarely, Edmund.
And I look at her squarely and I say, the Mythalar, we need to find the way down.
Put on the suit, then.
You want to suit up?
You want to suit up? Let's go. Put on the
Let's
suit.
Cast polymorph on Zan while his back is turned.
Do you really? Do you need to touch him?
No.
Yeah, good
60,
idea.
60
Turn him
feet.
into a slug.
What level are you
DC?
cast? What level is polymorph?
4th.
Zan is going to cast counterspell at a higher level.
At 4th level.
At a higher level.
So he doesn't have to roll for it.
I see.
And he says, "Whoa, friend, I did just meet you, but please never do that again. I will not be so kind to you afterwards."
Stay
Well-
with the group, Zan, otherwise worse will occur.
I'm merely marveling at the architecture. Look, there's a hole in the wall.
Well, Dan,
Yes, and there's a door here.
maybe you could use some of that magic the next time we encounter some brains, now that we know that you're capable. More than capable, I might even say.
Fine, fine. I've been on a few adventures before. I can follow
Stop.
suit.
No, we don't need to hear this.
We don't care. While we were all taking damage from those brains, you were flipping coins. It's
You're
not
being
gonna work
mean.
next time.
You're being mean. That's what you were doing.
Who
You're
are
being
you
mean.
referring to, Joey? Zan?
Zan, yes.
He wasn't being mean, was he?
You're being mean by not helping us.
He
That's,
wasn't.
by proxy, you were being mean. It's fact.
Yep.
Avarice opens this door.
What's...
She starts to walk inside.
Oh, well, I'll follow.
Avarice, we don't need to polymorph you next, do we?
You see that the illusion that kind of took over this area, when it was dispelled, you can see the ruined kind of ballroom here. Similarly, this was probably at one point a well-stocked and well-kept bar. And now there are broken cups and bottles on the floor, and all the bottles seem to have been ornate but are shattered all over the tower floor here.
Well, I guess this room is of no use. There's no staff in here.
Yes, she
Oh my
says no
God.
staff.
Wait, Avarice, what if the rumors of the staff of Iriolarthas is not about a wand or a rod, but it merely means the people that worked for him? Like this
His servants, his staff.
servant.
What
Oh,
if
yeah, very
the
good.
staff?
Staff of Ir-
What if the staff of Iriolarthas was friendship all along?
Oh
What
my
if
god.
the staff of Iriolarthas is the friends we meet
The
along
fri-
the way?
The friends we paid to be nice to us long gone.
Horwar is following Avarice and the group up here.
Where's
Rogal,
Zan gone?
Rogal, Zan, and Luke are at the southwest corner. Zan says to Rogal, "I meant nothing by what happened there. We had that combat in hand. I've, as I said, been on quite a few adventures. I know when to reserve my power."
Yeah, but there's let's not. It's not. You could have thrown a firebolt. Like, I'm familiar with some level of magic. You could have cast a contrape or whatever they're called.
You mean a cantrip?
Yeah, that. I like start blushing. Like,
Well, you're right. They aren't called cantrips. Maybe, perhaps,
Hey.
I will attempt to be better next time.
We would appreciate it.
I
And
walk in.
I held out my hand to shake his hand.
He'll shake. He'll shake. Yeah.
Okay.
Very rough hands. Very dry, rough hands.
Can I look out this window?
It actually feels nice on my scaly skin.
You look out the window and you can see out into the city. You can see the tiny little dots of people swarming around buildings, searching furiously for clues to get into this area. Little do they know that you're already here. Zan says, "I believe we should check the door to the north. It looks like there's a small, tiny opening.
Okay. Sounds good, Sam. I'll have a look at it.
Let's go then. And you're walking into the middle here. I'll move your tokens. Edmund, did you want to go through that door?
Yeah.
Okay.
I check for traps first. Make sure it's not.
Avarice goes right past you. You're checking for traps. She opens the door while you're checking. And she'll pass. She says, "We don't have time, Edmund. If a trap goes off, it goes off."
Very well.
Remember,
As long as you
this
are
was
in front.
this was extremely well protected. Rogal, you're going to join everybody to the north?
Yes.
You look straight ahead, and it looks like there is a small, tiny opening that leads to a very dark and deep hole that goes down for so far that even you with dark vision cannot see.
I
Across
cast daylight.
Okay. Do you really?
Yes.
Can I finish describing this first, though?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Like-
But you could still do it. I'm not going to stop you here.
A level 3 spell.
Yes.
Oh,
You see-
goodness.
You
I'm
see
just
a
gonna-
7
He
foot
was
tall.
Just really mad at. Remember, he was just really mad at Zan for doing nothing in combat, and he's using a level 3
A
spell.
level 3 spell in the first room of the tower.
You see a 7 foot tall, 4 foot wide window at the end of this northern area. You can't really see too well into it, but it looks like there are small, tiny passages leading out from it. And so, actually, I'm just looking at the dynamic lighting. You probably don't see it too well. Yeah, okay. So, like, right about here, there's another door here. 7 foot tall, 4 foot wide.
So we need a way across. Who can fly?
Avarice
I look
can.
at Avarice.
Avarice can.
Where are your gargoyles? Perhaps they can ferry us across.
She's actually positioned the gargoyles to stay outside so they can warn you if there's any intruders coming. But she says, I can do it. She'll cast fly on herself and begin to fly over the...
No. Well, it's too late now.
Well, no, you could stop her as she's performing the spell. What do you want?
Perhaps can you cast fly on one of us?
Edmund, we don't have time for this.
We have time for it to be cast on you. We have time for it to be cast on someone else.
Hey, we
Bef-
can't ignore the fact that Joey cast daylight.
No, because I wanted to describe it first. I don't know. If, Joey, did you want to cast daylight now that I described it? Joey?
I don't know. Everyone made fun of me.
I don't think it's. I don't know.
You don't think it's funny, or you don't think it's necessary?
I'm casting daylight. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Oh no!
It could be
A
interesting to see what's
veteran to
down there.
horror has entered the room.
I cast daylight. That is a level 3 spell. It is gone. Got one left.
You're seeing all the nameplates now again.
No, I don't see anything.
Now,
What's that?
where did that come from?
What is this
I-
thing?
I'm going to explain. Don't worry.
Damn it!
So, daylight spell. So you cast daylight on... I guess it's not on anything, right? It just
It emanates from me.
emanates from you. Yeah. From a point. So it doesn't have to be you. It could be...
I would,
Yeah, wherever.
if it's from a point, I'd like it to be as like centered as possible.
All right.
And
So
also, it lights things even even the things behind it, like the objects, I believe.
it says the sphere is a bright light and sheds dim light an additional 60 feet. So it's like 120 feet of daylight, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you can see further down now, but this looks like this shaft leads down to the base of the spire. So you saw how tall the spire was. So a fall from here would probably be close to certain death, although you are very high level and falling mechanic is stupid in D&D. But still, you would probably be near death if you fell down this, or certain death.
Oh, okay. So if I choose a object that I'm holding, the light moves around with me. So I'm actually gonna embolden my axe.
Okay, that's fine. So bright daylight sheds out from it, about 60 feet, and then additional 60 for dim light. What
Mhm.
you do notice, though, when you cast that light spell, is that it looks like the area here in the center is actually not. It's actually reflecting the light back a bit, and the rays go to the side of it, almost like there is an object there.
Hmm.
I'm going to take some stones, not just lying around, and toss them to see if it's a magical bridge.
It does appear to be an invisible bridge. Indiana Jones style. Again, another Indiana Jones
Exactly.
reference coming up here.
I did it. I walk on it.
Okay.
Way.
I walk away from the horror.
So you're stepping out onto the bridge, and when you do that, you hear a door open from behind you.
Huh?
Closes sharply, and you hear the sound of metallic footsteps on the stone floor, kind of
What?
clopping, as a helmed brain in a jar approaches.
What?
A helmed brain in a jar. So it's not floating. It's like a very large suit of armor. And at its head, you can see the brain in the jar replacing the helmet. And you hear a telepathic voice reach out to all of you. I am Veneranda. Please,
Oh,
speak with me before going
Yes.
further.
Yes,
Great.
I'm definitely down to speak.
fantastic. We were looking for you, Veneranda. That's who we were told to come see.
I have much to inform you. I have secrets of Yithrin that I would like to share, and I require your help.
Great. We require your help as well.
I ready in action to stop Zan or Avarice from trying to attack this thing.
Sure. So you're going to attack Zan or Avarice if they attack it.
Yeah.
I'll move you back so you can be closer to them to do it. Sure. Veneranda says, I have information that could restore Yithrin to its height of power.
That's fantastic. Yes, we would love to help you with that.
Does it
The
involve
key.
the Mythalar?
The key to all of it, it's not the Mythalar. The key is something we'll discuss next time on Tabletop Bob.
Oh,
Cliffhanger.
You like that?
The key is hiring the right staff.
Hiring the right staff. The staff
Human resources.
page.
Yeah, so I think I think we'll stop here before we move further into the tower. I don't want to chance that we have to do something lengthy, and it's already 11 o'clock here on the East Coast. So we'll stop it here. We will definitely pick this up next week, right at the same spot, and we'll start right with the conversation with Veneranda. All right? Stay tuned, everybody, because this show's coming to an end, and I want to make sure that you see the finale live stream. Don't want to miss this epic conclusion to this incredible story that we've created here.
we've woven.
Hey,
That we've woven, yeah.
Did you mention if there was anything else going on this week? I don't know if you
Nope.
mentioned anything else going on this
No,
week.
nothing else. No, I didn't say anything.
Nothing.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
No
Nothing
keep?
else except
What?
the Keep on the Borderlands returns this
Yeah.
Thursday night. Join us at 8:30 Eastern for everyone's favorite old school D&D reincarnated for 5th edition. The Keep on the Borderlands, the Gary Gygax classic. Thursday, we'll be playing the Keep on the Borderlands. Sorry, the Keep Part 2. Return.
Keep on the Borderlands. Return to the Keep Part 2.
That's
Colon,
it.
the Keep.
Thank you. Colon the Keep? Yeah. mhm.
Oh, the keep.
So that's going to be on Thursday at 8:30. We got the old school group returning. And don't forget to join the Discord. I put the link in the chat. I will put it down in the description of the video right in about 10 minutes. And it'll be there so that you can join our Discord and chat with all of us and chat with us about this episode and keep on the Borderlands. Supernatural 20's coming back in January. I've got a couple of other mini-series that are going to be happening in between Icewind Dale and the next big campaign. So we've got a lot going on. Don't miss it. All the links for everything are down below.
We'll be here. You'll be here.
I'll be there.
And I'll also share one last thing. If you'd like to get some cool Tabletop Bob merch, I got my shirt. We've got the Lawful Good Cup, Elias's shirt. Yep, look at that. You can check that all out at my wife's Etsy shop. That's down in the description below. And you can see CJ on CJ Does down in the description. That's his do-it-yourself
channel where I
YouTube channel.
craft and do stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
Crafty.
Crafty stuff.
All right, so we're going to leave it here. Thanks for watching again, everybody. We'll see you on the tabletop. Have a good night.